Yeah, so it's loading.
We're live, okay.
Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep,
We're live.
so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time.
And you can let people.
Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep,
We're
so
live.
I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time.
And you can let people.
Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time.
And you can let people.
Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time.
And you can let people.
Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time.
Let people.
Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time.
Let people.
Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time.
Let people.
Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, let me refresh one more Okay, yeah, we're live. So minimize. Yep, I'm gonna mute myself.
Just a couple of seconds will begin the first college admission ceremony, and that will be followed by the Marxe Faculty and Staff opening announcement. Enjoy it. Congratulations, alumni, families, and friends. Just a couple of seconds will begin the first college admission ceremony, and that will be followed by the Marxe Faculty and Staff opening announcement. Enjoy it. Congratulations, alumni, families, and friends. Just a couple of seconds will begin the first college admission ceremony, and that will be followed by the Marxe Faculty and Staff opening announcement. Enjoy it. Congratulations, alumni, families, and friends. Just a couple of seconds will begin the first college admission ceremony, and that will be followed by the Marxe Faculty and Staff opening announcement. Enjoy it. Congratulations, alumni, families, and friends. Just a couple of seconds. For those of you who couldn't hear earlier, welcome to the commencement ceremony. Congratulations to our graduates. Congratulations and best wishes to family and friends who are watching this morning. We'll begin with about a half an hour ceremony. That's the college ceremony. And immediately afterwards, we'll go to the Marxe School ceremony. So please enjoy this next segment hosted by Provost Jim McCarthy. For those of you who couldn't hear earlier, welcome to the commencement ceremony. Congratulations to our graduates. Congratulations and best wishes to family and friends who are watching this morning. We'll begin with about a half an hour ceremony. It's the college ceremony, and immediately afterwards, we'll go to the Marxe School ceremony. So please enjoy this next segment hosted by Provost Jim McCarthy. For those of you who couldn't hear earlier, welcome to the commencement ceremony. Congratulations to our graduates.
Mr. President, esteemed graduates and family and friends from around the world, the hour is at hand. The guests are assembled. It's time to begin our virtual commencement experience. To get us started, it's my pleasure to introduce Baruch's own a cappella group, the Blue Notes.
3, 2, 1.
Standing high above the city's mighty roar, Bernard Baruch, we sing to you now and evermore, praising you for years. We will always be proud to call you alma mater, jubilant and free, knowledge of the world, the honor it will bring. All what you have given us, that is why we sing. Your dignity and strength make our spirits soar. Bernard Baruch, we sing to you forevermore. Bernard Baruch, we sing to you forevermore.
Congratulations,
Woo!
class of
2020!
Congrats, class.
You guys got this. The power is in your hands.
Thank you, Blue Notes. We appreciate your being part of this amazing experience. Graduates, today is your day. It's the culmination of everything you've worked so hard for, and it is your gateway to the future. Baruch College is proud to be a most distinguished institution within the City University of New York. At any given time, there are more than 250,000 students pursuing degrees at CUNY colleges. Within this amazing system, Baruch has earned a national reputation as an engine for the economic and social mobility of its students. A Baruch education literally transforms lives.
Hello, and thank you to your president, to your faculty, and to the entire campus community for inviting me for this celebration. I am thrilled to extend my enthusiastic congratulations to a very special group of graduates, the resilient and persevering class of 2020. Please make some noise. I want to hear you. That's better. Thank you. And thank you, President Wallerstein. With your approaching retirement, I want to first congratulate and thank you, my dear friend, for your extraordinary leadership of Baruch this past 10 years. I'm honored to help you celebrate the last graduating class of your fantastic tenure. I'm also happy to welcome Dr. David Wu, who will succeed you as president over the summer. And on behalf of the entire CUNY community, I am thrilled to extend my enthusiastic congratulations to a very special group of graduates, the outstanding Baruch College class of 2020. Give yourselves a big round of applause. You have to do better. I want to hear you. That's more like it. Thank you. Like all of you, I wish we could be celebrating your wonderful achievement together, in person, in a grand setting, with all the pomp and circumstance that I know you and your families have looked forward to. For now, though, I'm grateful for this virtual gathering and honored to be part of it. This celebration might be virtual, but the milestone it signifies is very, very real. Even without a procession in caps and gowns, nothing can diminish the power of this moment in your lives, and nothing should dampen the pride you feel in getting here. Quite the opposite. I know what it took. I know how you had to rise to the occasion to arrive at this very special moment of your life. It goes without saying, What an extraordinarily difficult time it's been in New York and on all of our CUNY campuses as we struggle to complete the academic year amid almost inconceivable disruption, uncertainty, and anguish. As a community, we have been impacted considerably. For many of us, the crisis has been accompanied by personal loss. On behalf of the entire university, I want to offer sincere condolences to all who are grieving here today. We all have experienced the challenges in our own personal ways, but we have responded collectively. And no more so than you, the class of 2020. You have demonstrated a resilience and resolve that inspires me. You stay strong and adapted to the circumstances. Midway through your final semester, you made the transition to distance learning. Your time on campus ended abruptly and unexpectedly, but you pulled together, helped each other, made sacrifices for the greater good. I am incredibly proud of you, and despite the uncertain times ahead, I am as optimistic and excited as ever about the futures you will ultimately create for yourselves. I send my heartfelt congratulations to you and to your families who share in your accomplishments, and also to the entire campus community who celebrates today. Take a moment to reflect and to appreciate all that you have done to reach this day. Yes, we have much ahead to overcome, but stay strong, look forward, and know that you have what it takes and more to thrive. Class of 2020, remember that you're not alone and that CUNY and this chancellor will always have your back. Congratulations. Muchas felicidades.
Today is also a milestone for Baruch's president, Mitchell Wallerstein, who is stepping down after leading the college through a period of historic growth and improvement. Since arriving at Baruch 10 years ago, Dr. Wallerstein has worked to modernize and expand our campus facilities, recruit top faculty in all areas, and launch and enhance academic programs. During his tenure, the college has also greatly expanded our student support offerings, including scholarships, career coaching, internship and job placement services, opportunities to study abroad, and more. The success of these efforts is evident in your success, our students who are deeply involved with campus life, and students who go on to have successful careers and lives. I am now pleased to introduce President Wallerstein.
Good morning. Let me begin by thanking Chancellor Matos Rodriguez for taking the time to send his greetings to all of our graduating students and their families. The Chancellor and I have been friends and colleagues for almost a decade, and I greatly admire the wise and energetic way that he is leading this university and providing leadership in this crisis. I am fully confident that under his guidance, CUNY will emerge even stronger when the pandemic is over. Thank you, Phalo. I'm now delighted to convey my greetings and congratulations to the class of 2020 and to our graduate students. Today is an important milestone for all of us. It marks the end of your journey as students at Baruch College, while for me it marks the completion of my final semester as president of this great institution. When we all convened for the spring semester back in late January, none of us could have possibly imagined that we would be in the middle of a pandemic by the middle of March, with the rapid spread of the COVID-19 pandemic virus, or that we would wind up celebrating graduation in this virtual fashion, rather than together in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. I am grateful that Baruch has such creative students, faculty, and staff, and I particularly want to thank the many members of the Baruch staff who have worked tirelessly from home to make this virtual event possible. Virtual or not, this ceremony marks the end of an important chapter of your lives. But as the word commencement suggests, the day is really about beginnings, the start of the next chapter. It is a moment to celebrate what you have achieved through a lot of hard work and sacrifice, but it is also a moment to look ahead to what's coming next. Hopefully a new and better future for you and your families and for the world at large. If the events of the past few months have taught us anything, it is that we can never really be sure what is coming at us, and we need to be well educated and well prepared to respond and to succeed in whatever circumstances we find ourselves in. As a nation and as a planet, we are confronting complex and far-reaching challenges. Sound science tells us that the COVID-19 virus will be with us for the foreseeable future, until a vaccine is finally developed and widely available. As we all know, the death toll, especially here in New York City, has been simply staggering. And I would like to take a moment to express my deepest condolences to all who have lost a loved one, a family member, or a friend to this terrible disease. The incredibly rapid spread of the COVID-19 virus has exposed glaring inequities that have long existed in our society. Inequities across healthcare, technology, adequate housing, nutritious food, and a financial safety net. We have long faced growing socioeconomic inequality, deteriorating physical infrastructure, and the looming threat of a global climatic change. But it is now painfully clear that these enormous challenges can only be addressed through global cooperation and engagement. Such collaboration has always been and will remain the cornerstone of scientific advance, international trade, and business at all levels. As graduates of a college that celebrates and builds upon its status as one of the most diverse institutions of higher education in the world, you are well positioned to take a leadership role in bringing about a healthier, more equitable, and sustainable future. The world desperately needs your ideas, your energy, your ethics, and your commitment to change. Some of you may have seen former Barack Obama's nationally televised commencement speech in late May. He had some wise words for the graduates, some of which I would like to share with you now. President Obama urged the graduates to, quote, build a community, unquote. He noted that no one does big things by themselves. Right now, when people are scared, it's easy to be cynical, say, let's just look out for myself or my friends or my family or the people who think and pray like me. But if we're going to get through these difficult times, if we're going to create a world where everybody has an opportunity to find a job, to afford to go to college, and if we're going to save the environment and defeat future pandemics, then we're going to have to do it together, unquote. He went on to urge the graduates to, quote, be alive to one another's struggles, stand up for one another's rights, leave behind all of the old ways of thinking that divide us, sexism, racial prejudice, status, and greed, and set the world on a different path, unquote. In these challenging times, this advice strikes me as an excellent set of principles to chart your own next steps. I think it is particularly auspicious that your graduation year coincides with what is arguably the most important national election in recent memory. As the pandemic has made all too clear, we have deep societal problems that urgently need to be addressed. So the question is whether we will choose candidates at every level of government who are willing to think boldly and confront the challenges that our country faces while also remaining engaged with the world. In order to survive, our democracy needs smart, hardworking people like you, people who are capable of communicating with others who may not necessarily share the same political views, to find solutions for difficult societal and planetary problems. and to bring about change in local, state, and national policies. It is critically important in this regard that your generation voices its concerns regarding decisions and policies that you believe are taking our city, our state, or our country in the wrong direction. And most important, it is essential that you and everyone you know comes out to vote in November. The urgency of all this has never been greater. During your time at Baruch, and especially over the past few months, you have shown that you have the intelligence, the talent, the flexibility, and the grit to do anything that you set your mind to, even under the most adverse circumstances. The faculty and staff of the college are proud of you and what you've accomplished. I am proud of you, and you have every reason to be proud of yourself. But as you celebrate your own achievements, it is also important to acknowledge that you most likely did not reach this graduation day entirely on your own. So it was appropriate to recognize the people who helped you along the way. Your parents, friends, colleagues, spouses, partners, siblings, children, and others who believed in you, who cheered you on, who helped you through difficulties, and who supported you in many different ways. They were companions on your academic journey, and today is their day as well. So I hope you are watching this virtual ceremony with some of these people, but if not, please be sure to thank them and to express your gratitude for all they did to help you. Like all the graduates today, I too am beginning a new chapter. I have just completed my 10th year as president of the college, and I am preparing to step down. Baruch's great new president, Dr. David Wu, will arrive to take the helm on the 1st of July. After a brief research leave during the summer, I am looking forward to returning in the fall semester to continue my association with Baruch College as a CUNY University professor. I will be teaching graduate courses in the Marxe School of Public and International Affairs in my specialty areas of international security and international affairs. And in this new role, I look forward to helping advance the careers of future Baruch students. Finally, as you make your way in the world in the coming years, I hope that you will stay connected with your alma mater and that you will help pay it forward for the generation of students who will follow you. I remind you that many of the programs and opportunities that you benefited from during your time at Baruch were made possible by the generous alumni who preceded you and who contributed to the college both financially and through their generous sharing of their time. I urge you all to carry on this wonderful tradition because it is what makes Baruch special within the City University of New York. With that, I offer my hearty congratulations and best wishes. You are at the start of an incredible journey. Make the most of it. It is now my honor to recognize two outstanding students from among the class of 2020. This year's valedictorian and salutatorian. Both are Macaulay Honors College students, and they each have excelled academically and have had strong community engagement around the college. Catherine Dorovitson has been named salutatorian. She has earned a BBA in finance from the Zicklin School, along with minors in New York City Studies and International Business. Catherine has had many leadership and mentorship roles at Baruch, including with the Star Career Development Center, and she twice studied abroad in Germany. My congratulations to you, Catherine. This year's valedictorian, who will address the class of 2020 in just a moment, is Anne-Marie Gaidosh. She earned a BBA in Computer Information Systems from the Zicklin School with a concentration in management of musical enterprises and minors in business law and New York City studies. Anne-Marie held numerous leadership roles on campus, including chair of graphics for the undergraduate student government, president of the Pre-Law Society, vice president of incoming global volunteers, and vice president for marketing for ASEC Baruch. A truly global citizen, Anne-Marie studied in Nanjing, China, and volunteered abroad extensively, is serving in the Galapagos Islands, Israel, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and the Republic of Georgia. Among numerous accolades, Anne-Marie received a 2019 New York City Mayoral Service Award for more than 1,000 hours of service and was interviewed on ABC's Tiempo for her volunteer efforts in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. Anne-Marie, your classmates and I are most eager to hear what you have to say.
Good morning, class of 2020. Administrators, families, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anne-Marie Gaidosh, and I am honored to have been chosen as this year's valedictorian. My Baruch story begins with a room. An ordinary room at first glance, but a very special room nonetheless. It looked just like any other club room in Baruch's club suite, but for me, it became my home for the next 4 years, and the countless people who walked through its doors shaped me into the woman I am today. I will never forget my first day of classes at Baruch College. I spent 30 minutes in a traffic jam. And I'm not talking about the traffic that I encountered on my 2-hour commute from Staten Island that morning. Rather, it was the afternoon rush on the second floor in the vertical campus. The school was alive with the sound of eager students catching up with their friends. It took me some time to see through the crowd and find my destination. But finally, I saw it. Room 3228, the club room where Isaac Baruch, a UN-partnered international service organization, was hosting its first general interest meeting of the semester. It was here that I, an Eastern Orthodox, Carpatho-Rusin, Slovak American, found myself engaging in conversations with Dominican musicians, Pakistani entrepreneurs, and Haitian public service advocates. Long conversations turned into late nights in that very room. My peers and I talked about our cultures and our dreams. I learned about what it was like to grow up as a Mexican-American woman living in Flatbush, and what it was like to immigrate from Zimbabwe, balancing the stress of applying for permanent residency while attending school as a full-time student. Each new story instilled in me a deeper sense of pride for my school and a deeper sense of community with my peers. I always thought of myself as a true New Yorker, but I didn't truly understand New York until I came to Baruch College. A home for students from over 160 countries, the halls of Baruch remind me of the streets of New York City. Although the school's sheer size might seem daunting to an outsider, the students within are resilient. We are bold and determined, willing to spend countless nights studying in the Newman Library, sacrificing our sanity just to get that A. We are crafty, subsisting on dollar pizza and halal during the 25-minute breaks in our schedule. We walk with purpose, running to squeeze ourselves into an elevator that appears to be filled to the brink, just to make it to class on time. But most importantly, we are living diversity. Students who have been lucky enough to interact with students from around the globe, each and every day. You, class of 2020, inspired me to learn more about the world that we live in, taking my academics abroad. My first stop, Israel. On Shabbat, we visited the Western Wall, the most sacred Jewish site in the world. As a non-Jewish student on a trip organized by Baruch Hillel, I was afraid that I would embarrass myself. Instead, I was embraced by the local community, spending the night dancing with Jewish Israelis under the light of a glowing full moon. Cultural interactions like this catapulted me into a frenzy of international exploration, a vital component of the global education that Baruch encourages its students to pursue. I climbed the Great Wall of China, walked along the equator in Ecuador, and celebrated Poyo Day in Sri Lanka. With each new country, I learned more about myself and more about the professional course I wanted to chart. But nothing excited me more than being able to come back to room 3228 and share my experiences with my fellow Bearcats. My mother, a proud Baruch alumna, used to tell me, Anne-Marie, when you get to college, you'll meet people who change your life forever. As is typical of mothers, she was correct. Never before did I think that I would find a home in room 3228, where I was constantly surrounded by deep thinking, optimistic Baruch students. Never before did I think that I would find myself in Thailand, volunteering with an anti-human trafficking project and spending time teaching Thai, Burmese, and Shan students. Never before did I think that I would be delivering this speech to all of you, and certainly not from the comfort of my own bedroom. The past few months have been difficult for all of us. The world is changing in unprecedented ways. But when were the last 4 or so years ever easy? We've conquered MTA mishaps, a stressful registration process, water outages, and now, an international pandemic. It's challenging to move forward when our time at Baruch was cut short by forces outside of our control. But this is our ultimate test, class of 2020. Above all else, Baruch has prepared us for the world out there, an interconnected world where unity makes us stronger, a world where we have the power to initiate legitimate reform for the members of our diverse communities. College has taught us that when we stand together, we can amplify the voices of our marginalized peers. The task before us is formidable. Nevertheless, we have the ability to rewrite our country's narrative, ensuring that equality is more than just an abstract concept, but instead a human right for all. When times get tough, I want you to think about your special place at Baruch, your personal room 3228. Is it one of the club rooms where you're first introduced to your best friends? Is it the library where you spend all night goofing around with your classmates? Or is it the gym where you played basketball with your peers to let off some steam? Wherever it is, I want you to think of this place right now and what made it so special to you. Remember the memories you created there and the Bearcats who shared them with you. These are the moments that nobody can ever take away. But don't let my anecdotes fool you. I don't know how to summarize my undergraduate career at Baruch College, let alone how to summarize the experiences of all of our amazing graduates. I might be graduating with a BBA in Computer Information Systems, but I am more than a business student. I am your peer, and because of you, I now consider myself a student of the world. I cannot thank enough my family, the frequent visitors of room 3228, Baruch staff and professors, and all of you, the class of 2020, for helping me get here. We are now ready to take on the world, fearlessly and unapologetically, in a way that no pandemic can suppress. I want you to remember that this is a speech about us, the class of 2020. We did not get here alone, nor will we continue along our individual professional routes in solitude. We are one world, one city, one school, and most importantly, one community. We are Baruch's class of 2020, and we, more than anything, deserve to take pride in who we are today. Once again, congratulations, class of 2020. We did it. We made history, and we did it together. Thank you so much for having me.
Now it's time for today's main event, the conferral of 5,357 bachelor's and master's degrees awarded by Baruch College of the City University of New York. I also want to acknowledge that Baruch is awarding 6 doctoral degrees this year to students who completed their coursework and dissertations in industrial organizational psychology or business under the supervision of Baruch College faculty. Following academic custom, I now turn the proceedings over to the deans of the schools from which you will receive your degrees. David Birdsell, Marx Dean of the Austin W. Marx School of Public and International Affairs, Aldemaro Romero, Dean of the George and Mildred Weissman School of Arts and Sciences, and Fenwick Huss, Willem Koiker Dean of the Zicklin School of Business.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the Austin W. Marxe School of Public and International Affairs, it is my pleasure to present you with 285 of the most visionary, compassionate candidates for Master of International Affairs, Master of Public Administration, Executive Master of Public Administration, and Master of Science in Education in Higher Education Administration. I also present 47 candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the Marxe School of Public and International Affairs. Together, these Marxe graduates represent the future of our governments at every level, our nonprofit organizations, and the communities that they serve. Knowing their talents, we have every reason to be optimistic. Mr. President, I respectfully request that you grant the degrees earned.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the George and Mildred Weissman School of Arts and Sciences, I am pleased to present to you 149 of the most creative and dedicated candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Arts in Arts Administration, Master of Arts in Corporate Communication, Master of Arts in Mental Health Counseling, Master of Science in Financial Engineering, and Master of Science in Industrial Organizational Psychology degrees. I am also honored to present to you 1,062 candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Science degrees in the Weissman School of Arts and Sciences. They have pursued a traditional liberal arts curriculum while taking advantage of the professional training available to them. And as a result, they are ready for anything. I respectfully ask that you award all of the Weissman candidates the degree earned.
Mr. President, on behalf of the Zicklin School of Business, it is my honor to present the candidates for the Master of Business Administration, Executive Master of Business Administration, Executive MBA in Healthcare Management, Master of Science, Executive Master of Science, and the Executive Master of Science in Industrial and Labor Relations. The 865 candidates are astute and ethical professionals poised for leadership positions. I am also pleased to present 2,930 talented and ambitious candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. I respectfully request that you award the degrees to the Zicklin School of Business candidates that they have earned.
I now ask all candidates from all schools to get your cameras ready and rise for the conferral of your degrees. Snap a selfie, grab a quick video, share it with your family, friends, and the rest of the Baruch community at the hashtag listed on the screen. Candidates, if you're ready, with the authority granted by the Charter of the State of New York to the Board of Trustees, and therefore delegated by the board to me this day, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have worked so hard, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto. In accord with an honored tradition, I now ask all the graduates to move the tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations.
Free to unmute and cheer, everybody.
Fantastic, everybody. Congrats, guys.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Shout out, everyone.
Go on.
Executive MPA, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Stacy.
For our higher ed graduates. Everyone.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, everyone. It's so great to see you with your tassels on the left side of your caps. Official graduation has actually taken place, and you will be the degree that you've earned. What we're going to do now is the Marxe portion.
Congratulations, Vienna!
Guys,
Valley Soto.
Hello again, everyone. Congratulations to all of the graduates. This was the official conferral of the degree by President Wallerstein, and I just couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. We're now going to do the Marxe portion of the graduation celebration, and it will consist of 4 parts. It will begin with a video, actually 3 videos, that were recorded about 3 weeks ago. And because there have been extraordinary events that were precipitated by the May 25th murder of George Floyd, and that had not happened when these videos were recorded, my video, which opens this segment, will begin with a short acknowledgement and a request for silence during a brief period before going into the rest of the remarks. That will be followed directly by a video from the man for whom the school is named, Austin W. Marxe, offering you congratulations, which will be followed again then by a video compilation of faculty and staff members in the School of Public Affairs, Public and International Affairs, congratulating you on your work. We then go, and I'll come back on screen immediately before this, but we then go to a conferral of your virtual diplomas. And each and every graduate will have his or her name read, and you'll have an opportunity to unmute at that point and applaud. But I'll remind you of that after we've seen the 3rd video. Please enjoy these remarks from your faculty members and from others who really care a lot about what you've accomplished and what you'll contribute in years to come. Welcome to the Marxe School portion of today's graduation exercises. I'd like to start by exercising the honor and the privilege of being the first to address you as Marxe School graduates. You did it! Congratulations! We know that this semester has been challenging like no other before in the history of this school, I dare say in the history of the City University of New York, perhaps reaching way back to those first days in 1919. When they were experiencing the trailing edge of the last pandemic. But what you have dealt with in your personal lives, in your work lives, and now in your academic life, and what you have overcome is nothing short of extraordinary. We know this has been difficult, but we also know how much dedication you brought to this task, and we are enormously proud of you. I know I speak for the entire faculty, and I know I speak for all of your friends and loved ones gathered here today in watch parties and at other events that I hope will last for a good long while to come. Now, you are about to go out on careers of public service, and you're serving in a variety of areas. Some of you are in the international arena. You'll be with international NGOs or the diplomatic functions of government. Some of you will go into government at the local, at the state, at the federal levels. Many of you will be in nonprofit organizations. Many of you will be in colleges and universities. I know that for some of you, the next step may be an additional degree, particularly those of you who received the Bachelor of Science in Public Affairs today. I want to give you some suggestions for how to stay engaged and how to think about the education that you've just received here as you enter into what I hope will be new and better times. And I don't just mean that we won't have to be dealing with the horrible fallout of the pandemic, though surely that. This pandemic has revealed a number of fault lines in our society. We have seen inequities that we knew about beforehand amplified to intolerable levels and made visible to everybody who cares to open an eye and take a look. We know that your education has prepared you to think about those inequities and to not only advance, number one, a very strong standard of service, but also to make sure that everyone is served. And that's the second absolutely critical point here, that when you do well what you have prepared to do, we have a special obligation to make sure that everybody has access to a value proposition, a stream of benefits designed for them in the particular ways that the policies address, whatever those might be and through whatever organizations. But it's very important that we think about that and keep that top of mind as we rebuild a society that we hope will not only be more resistant and resilient when it comes to disease, but will be more inclusive and resilient when it comes to building social equity and common access to public goods. Now, I mentioned a moment ago that many of you will be expecting to serve in different areas, and some of you may intend a career, and it's great, in that one area, government, higher education, nonprofit, whatever it is, for the rest of your lives. But I think another thing that this pandemic has shown us, number three, is that the sectors are profoundly interdependent on one another. If we think about what we've learned about the difficulty of stocking shelves in supermarkets, yet how vital that is literally to sustain life in this city and around the globe. If we think about all the people who are never going to have a government title, but whose work is essential to sustain government, we know that nonprofit organizations are the principal vehicle through which government achieves a host of functions, from cultural activities to sustaining human services. We have to be thinking holistically, not focused on the name of a sector, but focused on results, what's actually getting done, and where are the partners that I will need. Learning to listen to and to think about the needs of other sectors will be a critical part of your success going forward. Number four, and finally, I'd like to encourage you to stay involved with the Marxe School, however you may. I hope that you'll come back to campus and participate in some of our public forums. I hope that you'll share with the next generations of students your experiences in the workplace. What have you learned? What have you learned in school that serves you particularly well, and what can school do better? And please let us know the answers to those questions. You will be career conduits for many graduates coming up from the Marxe School as you now join the more than 8,000 alumni of the Marxe School, the large majority of them right here in New York, which actually constitutes the largest network of professionals in public service in the city from any one program. We're very proud of that. We're proud to have you among that group, and that's something that we need to leverage. Take a moment to savor what you have achieved. Take a moment to celebrate with your family and friends. Take a moment to join us in the Marxe events to come just in the course of this morning, but come back, join us, and know that you have achieved like no class has ever had to achieve, and overcome hurdles that no class has ever faced as a group as you have today. Congratulations.
You guys are my heroes. It is remarkable what you've accomplished in this time of social unrest. Now is your opportunity to apply what you've learned to the real world and hopefully improve our society in the process. I wish you all nothing but the best. Thank you.
Dear Baruch 2020.
While we can't be together in person at the Barclays Center, I wanted to ask two things of you. First, I want you to see what that party would look like. And second, I'd like you to find some small way to enjoy this day that you so richly deserve.
I'm so impressed with your hard work during this time and your dedication to public service. And I'm especially excited for all the great work you have ahead of you.
I admire you. You inspire me. Now go out and get the world fixed, because that's what you came here to do.
Your skills, your knowledge, your understanding of public service are incredibly important at a time like this. Go out, make a difference, make your mark on the world.
I hope you will follow your dreams, work hard, and make a difference in this world.
You've done it.
Please continue to have your resilience shine through. We need you now more than ever to go into the world and to be the change that you want to see.
We are so proud of you and appreciate all the contributions you've made to this school in your tenure with us. There's never been a time in my life where the importance of public service is as important as it is right now. You are way ahead of the curve. We need you. The world needs you. Get out there and make a difference and keep aiming higher and higher.
It's been great getting to know some of you in my classes. It's not been a great way to finish this experience, but I hope that we were able to get you through to the end and that we're able to launch you successfully into this bizarre world that we're all entering into. It's been wonderful having you here at Marxe. And please, please stay in touch. We're here for you. Me, the faculty, do this because we're deeply committed to helping you get started in life and to being there for you, to support you as you move through your careers.
The Marxe School Advisement
and Career Services team want to congratulate you
on your graduation.
We're so proud of you.
To all our Marxe graduate and undergraduate students, cheers!
Woo-hoo!
Congratulations. Now go out there and change the world.
Charlie and I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2020. You did it!
They're cheering for you too, class of 2020. Congratulations!
Thank you so much. Comments from faculty. We are also very, very proud of you. We're now going to have an opportunity to do virtually what we've never been able to do in person during graduation exercises. And that is actually to read every name of every graduate. So that's what we're going to do now. And if you would like to cheer for your graduate or all graduates when the name is read, please feel free to do so. And as soon as the cheering has ended, do keep it brief, please. We'll go on to the next person. This process should take about 20 minutes to get through the roughly 300 graduates of the school this morning. So take it away, and congratulations to everyone in advance.
Elizabeth Acosta. Tammy Adelson.
Hey, Tammy.
Ayaz Ahmed.
I thought.
Congratulations, Mirna! You did it! We're very proud of you, Mirna! Woohoo!
Jessica Aksoy.
Yay!
Amalia Albertson. Christina Alfaro Lopez. Alexandria Naomi Alford. Afia Begum Ali. Vanessa Almanzar. Vincent Charles Alloy. Jamel Andre Alston.
Smells nice and clean in here.
Alana Alvarez. Melisa Tail Ame. Hikari Arai. Christian Arios. Leah Aratenis. Leanne Arias.
I think I need to do it on my phone.
Alyssa Arnold. Jonathan Escatigno. Ann Augustus. Ebony S. Ayala. Heather J. Din Gormaz.
Ahí está, ahí está. Ahí está, ahí está.
Rosalia Baccarella. Marina Palmer.
Go, Marina!
Amadeo Victor Baltazar. Charlene Barrow. Alma Bascon.
Alma!
Donna Charisse Bogman. Julicia A. Beach. Sabrina Megan Burgess. Fabian Ian Best. Noreen Vimani. Joel M. Shantia Blackwell. Constantine Y. Bakharov. Laman F. Bojang.
Congrats, Laman.
Mark Wilson Bone.
Let me know. You started.
Davini Bodu.
From
Robert C. Boris. Barry M. Bornstein. Carlos Barrera. Anna Borschenko.
Congrats, Anna.
Erica Bowman.
Yay, Erica! Woo! Yay!
Mark Isaac Boyd. Lauren Braun.
Congratulations, Lauren! Congratulations!
Candace Brazer Thurman.
Woohoo!
Michelle Bright. Cornet Maureen Brown.
Yay, congratulations,
Angela Kate Bruin. Yaritma Cabral. Megan Marie Caceres. Marion Cahill. Dean A. Campbell.
Congrats,
Betsy
Dean.
Candelier. Guadalupe Carrasco. Damor Castillo. Paul J. Castronovo. Edward Caleb Cerna. Zara Noor Salin. Dennis Cha. Jimin Cha.
Hey, G-Man.
Jessica Ashley Chan. Rolda Charles. Rebecca Vivian Charney. Jessica Chen.
I know Jessica.
June Chen.
Congratulations, June.
Congrats, June.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nana Akuba T. Chinabua. Annie Chu. Lucy Christensen.
Get Lucy!
Get Lucy!
Jennifer Chu.
Hi, Jennifer.
Vivian Chu Ni. Alejandro Felix Cintron Carrasco.
Alex!
Minalia Cleland. Jessica Cohen. Germania Collado. Cindy L. Corral. Danielle E. Cornwall. Correa. Gwendolyn Crafts.
Yeah, Gwendolyn.
Congratulations!
Bello.
Felicia.
Cavello.
These though.
Erica Cruz. Hiamat Dasrat. Netta M. D. Castro. Chloe Anne Marie Delgado. Joel DeSuvi. Fatou Diar. David Dimov.
Congrats, David.
Elizabeth Francis Donahue.
Congratulations!
Hello.
April A.L. Dew.
So,
Angela Duffy.
I'm gonna zoom in.
Angela.
This is Nadia. I was zooming,
Monica
but
L.
he-
Duke.
Yeah, where's Nat? I can't do both at the same time. I gotta take a picture of
Matthew
this and that.
Devoren.
Everything is mixed.
Suita
Well,
S.
go up to D.
Warrica.
You have to take time between D and S to figure it out.
Mark Edelman.
You do that. Now just lend me your phone. Get me to that point. I'll do both things.
Ashik Elahi. David H. Eliason.
Hang on.
Dana Elwood. Christine H. Eng.
Congratulations, Christine.
Sarah Andrea Esteban. Manjur Farazi.
Yeah.
Kimberly Louise Ferguson. Lane Fernandez.
I didn't get something to email before. I hear you. Oh, crazy.
Catherine Fields.
I didn't know something was talking to me.
David Robert Fisher.
Your mic is on.
David Francis. David Galeno. Melissa Galliano.
Congrats, Melissa.
Yay, Jocelyn.
Pedro Garcia.
Pedro.
Annie Elizabeth Gardner.
Was family, immigrant.
Tracy Lee Gilmore.
Well, that's it.
Chara A. Gladden. Heather E. Glum.
Go, Heather!
Gonzalez.
Congratulations, Guadalupe.
Guadalupe Gonzalez.
Congratulations, Guadalupe.
Ginny Rebecca Greenman.
Yes. Because I don't know any of these other people, but.
No, it's
Q Lingu.
again. So
K. G. Guerrero. Jory Gutzman. Conrad M. Hain. Leslie Hansen. Siobhan Felice Harper. Devon Matthew Harris. Amy Harwood.
Congratulations, Amy.
Amy.
Thank
you.
Congrats, Amy.
Khadija Hayat.
Hi, Adija. Congrats, Khadija.
Anil Catherine Helms. Adriana Enriquez.
Yay!
Adriana.
Asia Enriquez.
Congrats, Asia.
Mary Hernandez.
Woo! Yes, Emery.
Yes, Emery. Good job.
Jaime Joel Hernandez.
Go, James! Run!
Wei Ming Huang.
Congrats, Chloe.
Ooh,
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yay, Diana.
Hones.
Congrats, Sarah.
Walter M. Holsberg. Joshua J. Horsford.
Congratulations, Joshua. Congratulations, Josh.
Claudia Huerta.
Congrats.
Catherine Jackson.
Congrats, Catherine.
Susan Janudnan. Reshma Jagoben.
Yeah, Reshma.
Woo! Go, Reshma!
Patrick Brian James. Hera Javid.
Go, Hera.
Hey, Hera.
Jessica Jimenez. Serena Samantha John. Alicia Lauren Johnson.
Congrats, Alicia.
Michelle T. Johnson. Paula Andrea Jordan. Rosemarie Jost. Anastasia Joswick. Sanjarit K. Kakakania. Omu Muriel Kante. Karambir Kaur.
I get it! Karambir!
Karambir Kaur. Anna Kavrakis. Matthew Kugelek. Desire G. Kugelek. Christopher A. Kelly. Cindy Kerr. Kayla Kerr.
Congratulations, Kayla.
Grace S.Y. Kim. Michelle Kim. Kenya Kirkman. Sherry E. Kosher. Laura Kratis. Zana Kolshanova. Rebecca Laguirre. Chabeli Lahara. Harry Lamagna. Andrew Lane Lawless.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Woo, Andrew!
Rosalie D. Lantigua. Ann S. Larson. Abigail M. Lasac.
Woo! All right, Abigail.
Eric Lazo. Maria Rosanna Estepa Lee.
Congrats, Maria.
Congrats, Maria.
Congrats, baby. Proud of you. Congrats.
Jennifer Leager. Divine Leonardo. Max Lerner.
Good job, Max.
Dina M. Letas.
Oh, Dina. Woo!
Wayne David Levy. Lee. Joy L. Lillis. Mahogany Linebarger. Marlene Melvinique Lennon. Hao Lu. Mirna Lopsy.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Mirna!
You did it!
You did it! Congrats, Mirna! Good job!
Rachel Sena Lopes.
That was a quick one.
Ruth Lopez.
Woo! Go, Ruth! Congratulations.
Oh, Rupee!
Congratulations.
Sally Mack.
Was det egentlig, han havde blæsset?
Emily Macias. Catherine Sarah McManus. Francis Carolina Madi Serrada. David Ross Maggiotto. Caitlin Bridget McGuire. Eileen N. Makic.
Congratulations, Eileen. Yeah, Eileen.
Otar N. Makarashvili. Sibusisiwe Jessica Malaba. Christopher Mann.
Chris. Woohoo! Go, Chris.
Ashley Manzueta. Adina Marks.
Congratulations, Adina.
Congratulations,
Good job, Adina.
Grada Marquez. Christian Frederick Marrero. Zachary Scott Marshall. Priscilla M. Martinez.
Oh, come on. It's just like any other thing.
Sylvia D. Martinez. Annabelle Martinez Lamont. Lauren Mastro Berardino. Daniel Matias. Maggie H. Mayer. Eric Mayer. Camille H. McIntosh. Daryl M. McKnight. Tess McRae.
Congratulations, Tess.
Sarah Mednick.
Congrats, Sarah.
Congrats, Sarah.
Y Salome Mejia Urena. Ramon H. Mendez. Deborah Sofia Mendieta.
Let's go into settings and get going to microphone.
Robert Menendez. Ana L. Mira Ruiz. Edward Enrique Mercado Gooms.
Woo! Congrats, Edward.
Michael Alexander Miro. Michael Meyer. Maria T. Michalos.
Need to cheer. Don't worry. Here we go. Here's Daddy. Audrey. Yes.
Gregory Mihailovich.
Yay, Greg!
Varvara Mikhailova. Deneri I. Minaya. Maryam Mohammed.
Great, Miriam.
Kendall O. Monk.
Congratulations, Kendall.
Congratulations.
Michelle A. Moorhead.
Congrats, Michelle.
Lucia M. Morales.
Woo!
Joseph Fryer Morin. Eve Lori Sarah Moros Ortega. Gabrielle Mosquera.
Gabby!
Congratulations, Gabrielle. Congratulations.
Avital Moss.
Congrats, Avital.
Congrats, Avital.
Woohoo! Avital. Congrats, Esther. Congrats.
Eric Moss.
Congrats, Esther. Congrats.
Rosie Alicia Mota. Aisata Mosa. Richard Gregory Mullings.
I'm waiting for Annie so I can take a picture of her.
Lisa Murphy.
Yeah. And Willis.
Jonathan O. Murray. Afag Ramiz Mustafayeva.
Congrats, Afag.
Stacy Meyer Klein.
Yay, Stacy!
Congratulations.
We're so proud of you.
Mazel tov, Stacy.
Christian Nomovsky. Brenda P. Nava.
Brenda.
Jordan B. Neese. Madeline Nelson.
Woo, go Madeline. Woo.
Joseph Nieves.
Congratulations,
Narissa Noel. Lauren Deborah Nye.
Troy P. Odenhall.
Congratulations, Troy.
Congrats, Troy.
I wish you heard that. I just sent
Solani Ogunbenro.
Heard something.
I know. I just sent her a message.
Andrew J. Oliver. Ifueko Omoregbi. Laura Ucha Onwuka. Mayesi N. Ortega Serrano. Lee Oz. Nicholas D. Parlberg. Nikolaus Panaosis. Usurk Park. Vanessa Para Henao. Amber J. Patino. Shatara Pell. Nelsangela Peña. Elaine Marie Perez.
Yes, congratulations, Elaine.
Grace R. Perry. Ranella Peters. Tamara Pogosian. Cynthia Policard. Malin Procell.
Sí, porque I'm going to say something.
Beth Proper.
Ya cuando eso voy a decir bravo, cheer.
Balram Ramasamy.
All right, Johnny.
Ya viene, ya viene.
Henry E. Rambaldi. Jatna H. Ramirez. Nadira Ramudit.
Congrats, Nadira.
Leah Michelle Raskas. Chester V. Rath. Tiffany L. Rattler. Kadeen K. Redmond. Daniel Timothy Regan. Lisa Ryder. Ophelia Rivas. Austin R. Rivera.
Congrats, Austin.
Congratulations, Austin.
Carolyn Joanna Robiedo.
Bravo, Carolina, felicitaciones.
Go, Carolyn. Yeah, Carolyn.
Yeah, Carolyn.
Woo.
Christopher Robinson. Nikedra L. Robinson. Yolanda Rodriguez.
Congratulations.
Diana Rachel Rodriguez Davila.
Woo!
Andrea Rojas. Clayan Rojas. Liliana Rosario.
Woo!
Maria Belen Ruiz Diaz Baez. Monica Florence Salati. Alana Salazar. Jonas Salim. Danielle Mari Salzberg. Brandon A. Santiago.
Lower that.
Christina Santucci.
Congrats, Christina.
Congrats, Christina.
Stasia Maria Savalieva. Paul Nathan Holman Sawyer. Sachin Skaria.
Third.
Monique Scroggins.
Brandon A. Santiago.
Anna Sanat. Sidra Shamim.
Put off mute.
Lane Shea.
Woo! Yeah, Lane.
Sangi Wangmu Sherpa.
Woo! Congrats!
Da Shrestha.
Woo!
Glomeri Sierra. Christopher Edward Cease. Kim Alicia Sillin.
Congrats, Kim.
Ken Silverman.
Congrats, Ken.
Jacqueline Simone.
Jackie. Go, Jackie. Congrats, Jacqueline.
Go, Jackie.
Jason Sirois.
Congratulations.
William Joseph Sixsmith.
Hello.
Anna Skutelnikova.
Hello, Chite.
Lote.
Sir. Corey M. Smith.
Congrats, Corey.
Nicholas Ryan Smith.
Yeah, Nick.
Benjamin Allen Solitaire.
Congrats, Ben.
Natalie Yasmin Soto.
Natalie, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Miriam So.
Congratulations, Miriam.
Yeah, Miriam.
Go, Miriam.
Jody Ann D. Spencer.
Woo! Go, Jody.
Tatiana Stoyanova.
Woo, congrats.
Joshua Sturm.
Congratulations, Joshua.
Robin Taylor. Zakia F. Taylor.
Congrats, Zakia.
Akobana Tacha.
Woo, congrats, Akobana. Congrats, Akobana.
Rachel Miranda Tejada. Jessica Tello.
Good jazz.
Woo! Congratulations, Jessica.
Joki Tenzin.
Congratulations, Choki.
Good job, Choki.
Kevin Thiel. Denise Thomas. Latasha K. Thomas. Paul Jonathan Thompson. Vidas N. Tindana. Tyler Ga Lung To. Emily N. Torres. Mark Andrew Tria.
Good job, Mark.
Josette Trombetta.
Woohoo, Joseph, congratulations.
Thank you.
Anne Uberry.
Congrats.
Sydney A. Umana. Beverly Urquiza. Fielding Vaughn. Lori Vasquez. Brianna Bieri Velazquez. Wilfred Velazquez.
Congratulations, Will. Oh my God.
Jessica Vador.
Yay!
I can't see the names.
Frank V. Volpicello. Medora Maria Von Evans. Kimberly Waite. Matthew Waldman. Takia Watson.
Yeah, Monique.
Go, Mo.
Everett Watts.
Yes, Everett.
Congrats, Everett.
No la reconocía yo.
Jason Randolph Watts.
Congrats, Jason.
Benjamin A. Whites.
Consentida.
Sharon Wen. Jerome White.
Jerome.
Annie Linda Lee Willis.
Annie.
Tonji Chiffon Wilson.
Yay, Tonji.
Marisa Wall.
Woo! Go, Larissa!
Chantel A. Wong. Tony Ken Wong. Letitia Wright. Keith Alexander Wynn. Kun Yen Xie. Anna Yakubova. Caroline Ashley Young.
And that does it for our roster of graduates. Congratulations, everyone. I was so pleased that there were family, friends, and all kinds of supporters to give applause and make noise. Let me ask you to make noise one more time. What we're going to do is put everybody on screen. So if you could please turn on your cameras, turn on your microphones, and what we're going to do is cheer for the graduates. We're going to make a recording of all of the pages.
T-R-A-N.
And I'm just going
Congratulations, Stacy.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations.
Congrats, guys. Stacy.
Nice job, everyone.
try to get confirmation that we've got the but I'm going to assume that we have.
Congratulations, Mirna! Congratulations, Mirna!
Congratulations, Mr. Moore. special celebration. I would like to make sure that everybody our graduation party.
Congratulations. Good job, Mirna.
And I hope that we'll see everybody at that event. Thanks so much for being here today. Best wishes to everyone. Families, we return your graduates to you, and we look forward to hearing all the wonderful things that you're going to do when you go on to the next stage of your careers. Thanks, everyone.
Congrats, Mirna.
Awesome, everybody.
Congrats, Mirna. Good job.